Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? Paul back here again with another video. Salutes in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we got planned and mapped out today for you guys is, it is still Thursday. This is going to be my second gameplay of the day, at least recording it. It's probably going to be thrown out there maybe Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, Monday. But in this gameplay, we got another money game for you guys. In this money game, we're playing TreKingz, the 49ers Club Series champion for Madden 20. And I want to say I commentated one of his games at the Club Series. That was kind of around the time everyone was kind of playing their club games. And I got on call to commentate a few. And I did all right, but, you know, it's helping me out in this YouTube sense. And I knew there was going to be some reasoning to do it. And it's definitely been helping me out. About 2 to 3 years ago, I could not probably even commentate my own games, let alone commentate someone else's on the EA Twitch live stream itself. So yeah, man, it's going to be really good gameplay. Regs, Texans versus Texans. Let's just jump straight into the game. So once again, this gameplay was from my live stream. And if you like money games, I did talk about this. Money games are the best form of Madden to watch if you're trying to improve your game. And this is what I grew up on. I want to say grow up on. But, you know, when I was coming up 16, 17, 18 years old, even 19 years old last year, it's going to keep going on forever for me at least. I used to partake in these money games. I used to watch in these money games. I used to be in the Twitch chat, you know, talking to other players about these money games. And even I'd be betting in the money games. So this is kind of like a Madden culture. And, you know, if you're not familiar with it, get used to it. This is definitely something that's going to be a staple in the community forever. If you're aspiring to become a comp player, this is what you should be doing. I know it's a little scary, but hey, if you rack up a couple wins, you're playing with house money, man. And there's no better feeling than dominating and winning a money game, man. Trust me. I got my frozen yogurt here. Let's do this one time. So the first play, TreKingz is running his bunch on the middle of the field, which is kind of bad. And Justin Reed right there, I've been talking about him a lot. He is so good for these Texans. Right there, block shutting the running back, getting to the quarterback, 2nd and 18 early. And one thing worth mentioning, this is the second game we played. I won the first game by 14 points, I want to say. So best believe, when I got that sack, I thought this game was already going to be over. As he does hit that nice little seam pass right there. And that is the one thing with Regs, the zones are very bad. At least on the players that have speed, they're very bad. So Conley right there kind of drifted away from the streak. That's resulting in a 3rd and 18, or 2nd and 18. You know, quick little streak turns into 3rd and 1. And right here, we got some nice adjustments out. Peep those adjustments. One time, pause if you have to. 3 rec, 2 hard flats, using the deep zone, and add the tight. I wish I didn't have the tight end manned up on here, but you know, right there, it actually did help us. I mean, look at the perfect adjustment. The tight end honestly did what it was supposed to do. And that was the tight end went on a streak, and you know, me having him manned up, he's gonna guard the streak. So you know, I was able to kind of just really didn't have to use or anything on that play. Everything was somewhat bagged. And right here on 4th and 1, he does go in this far tight slot. You know it, I know it, we all know it and love it. Or you might hate it in some cases. Right now, I'm definitely don't like this formation if I'm on defense. And right there, just absolutely no one comes in free on the gap shoot, resulting in 2-yard gain for Colin Gillespie. So nice of him to move the chains right there. And this game was for 25, but I side bet with someone else, making it 20. So basically, if I win this game, I'm up 25 from the first game, add another 25, and add another 20. That's $70 if I win this game right here. Right here, a little short side bunch action. Kenny Stills in motion. And I come in hot with that user rush, baby. You already know what I'm trying to do. He's able to get the ball out, and that's what makes Deshaun so good is, you know, he doesn't have dashing. He's not the most flashiest, but he is very, very underrated with his speed and his agility. I mean, that could have been a, 10-plus yard sack, 10-plus yard loss, but he's able to just, you know, get that ball out of there. 2nd down right here. Nothing really open. I mean, Jonathan Joseph, could you make a play for us? You're in man press. I mean, you're the best cornerback rating-wise on the Texans, but you do have 89 speed, so you have to play somewhere. And, I mean, he just wasn't able to get that man press for me, which is okay. I really did think he was going to play that, but, hey, we're fine. And right here, he does audible over to the gun, the gun trio, I think, the gun tray offset, and then he audibles back to bunch, and it's a common tactic people do. Just a bunch of audibling, a bunch of flipping back and forth. Right here, we do have Kenny Stills manned up. We get clicked onto J.J. Watt, and just a great dot by him. A nice little rollout dot. Keon crossing in zone is not ideal. He's going to play the deep passes, but he is not going to react at all. Thus, leaving Hopkins open on that nice little crossing route. And right here, he does run that 56 trap. A nice little pace, change of pace to get in that tray and run that ball, but I'm all over that. And this is where you make or break games in the red zone. He runs mesh post, and I felt like, I have a hard flat there. There's Justin Reed. He has 80-plus zone. Come on, man. Go out there and make a play. He was in position, but I don't know. I guess he just got caught right in front of. At the end of the day, it wasn't a big yard of gain, but, I definitely want him to pick that off maybe. And right here, we're going to come in with a user rush, but just because it's regs, just because it's Keon crossing, that was a cloud flag. Actually, I don't even know what that was looking back on it. I want to say that was a cloud, but hey, it could have been a deep zone. Either way, he threw that very prematurely, very early. And it just didn't really matter in that case. And right there, Gillespie, number 44, the most underrated player on the Texans, gets in the end zone for TreKingz. And you never want to start the ball game down 7-0, especially when it's a long drive where, you kind of had your opponent on the ropes, couple fourth downs, 12-play drive. That's not the move. That's not ideal. But it is what it is, man. We're going to have to come down and score right here, at least 3. And right here, we had Will Fuller kind of, a little open. But hey, we'll take our 7 yards right there. And at the last second, I thought I was going to get clipped with that low hit stick. We've all had it happen to us where we're taking off with a QB and boom, low hit stick fumble. But thankfully for us, we just get down at the nick of time. Right here, we put Kenny Stills in motion to run sweep. And obviously, you're either going to get yards on sweep or you're going to lose yards on sweep. There is no, 1-2 yard gain. Justin Reed just shot the gap perfectly. CPU blitz. Thus, we're leaving a 3rd and 6. We leave the verticals crosser, and that is something people do not know about. Show the replay, Sahil. Now, verticals crosser, if you have 85 deep route running on it, which a lot of players in regs, a lot of teams in regs, they don't have 3 deep route running receivers, as the Texans have Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins, and Kenny Stills. If you have 85 plus route running on that, maybe it's 88. I think I might be wrong. It's either 85 or 88. If you have those route running thresholds on the verticals crosser, it will run fast. And, it's not always going to be open, but right there, he did man up my curl. And, the curl always is going to get beat by man. So his user, which was Reed in that case, had to guard between one of the two. Just honestly, a perfect play call for his defense. And, that rarely ever happens, but hey, we'll definitely take it. So we're back on defense now. And right here, I should have been looking for the delayed fade, and I did. And I left the deeper route, and that's kind of unfortunate. I sent 3, I played hard flats, and he had that much time for a zig to bounce back up. But hey, I gotta just have to play better defense right there. I should have manned up the tight end. I should have went and used the other route. It is what it is, as that sweep right there does not get any yards. 2 yards. 2nd and 8 on his own, on my 43, and he has Kenny Stills in motion again right here. We play pretty good defense. I'm not even gonna lie. He did have DeAndre Hopkins, but the pressure was there. Maybe he missed a read. Regardless, it's a 3rd and 8 right now. I'm fiending for a stop. I'm trying to get off the field right now. Look at me bringing my safeties down. But that's what my favorite thing in regs to do. I love to bring my safeties down, and that's something a lot of pro players don't do. I wouldn't even say pro players. It's just in general a lot of players don't like to do or don't do. Is that. And right there, great defense by me. I faked the user rush. I did a little in and out, thus making him throw that route very early. And if you know the game, you can't throw that wide receiver post route that early. That wide receiver crossing route. The play is called wide receiver post. The crossing route, you cannot throw early like that. He has DeAndre Hopkins open. And what are we usering, coach? That's not an ideal user. Everything would have been bagged if we just guarded the little in route, but I don't know what something went through my mind that, okay, he's going to roll out, he's going to throw it to DeAndre Hopkins, and sometimes my user does get a little sleepy. For the most part, I have a pretty good user. It just gets a little sleepy at times, and I don't play super aggressive with my user. I kind of play too passive, too conservative. Right there, that definitely bit me in the butt. Right here, Kenny Stills once again in motion. Everything is bagged. Great defense by me. We're going to cause him to throw this ball away. Honestly, he just takes a sack, which, he should have just thrown the ball away. 3 yards is a lot, especially when you're on the brink of red zone and on the brink of, trying to get 7, man. Right here, Justin Reed on that user rush. He throws it towards Keon Crossen to Kenny Stills, and I thought he was going to break that tackle and get in for 6. Thankfully, he did not. Right here, he's in that far tight slot again, and we finally blow it up, man. We finally actually blow it up, and we hold him to 3, which is a big W, chat. Whenever you can hold someone to 3 inside the red zone like that, deep inside the red zone, that's always a W. The only thing we cannot do, chat, is turn the ball over, because if we do, this game might be coming out of hand for us. And right here, we do run corner strike. I think I have DeAndre Hopkins open, but look how good Keon Crossen is. He even lit up, he even ran the route fast. That's what's something with corner strike. Sometimes it runs slow, sometimes it runs fast. It ran fast right there, but Keon Crossen in that cross, man. I think, honestly, what happened was his user bumped my route. Good props to him. Something you can't do next year, though, they're going to call PI, which is kind of good if you're on offense, kind of bad if you're not. Accidental PI definitely sucks. But, hey, regardless, good defense by him. Keon Crossen is super fast right there. And we got to kind of lock up. He's able to hit this rollout right here, which is kind of annoying. Gain of 6 yards, I want to say. 7 yards, honestly. And if he gets 7 right here, man, I know we do get ball at half, but this is going to be a very, very difficult situation, especially in regs, to try to, score, stop, score again, and get another stop. Once again, Kenny Stills in motion, man. And right there, Philip Gaines has sold twice this game. Oh, man, usually Philip Gaines is solid for us, man. He's 93 speed. I want to say he's 6'1". And, we even brought him down in the box somewhat. Not in the box, but we kind of brought him down. And, that should have been a pick. Instead, he swats it. And, this just hurts even more. We played good defense, too. He wasn't throwing the best of reads. And, a CPU offsides, that has to get out of the game, man. He could have thrown any route in there and been safe. And he didn't throw a good read. I think, my hook curl up top was going to play that mesh post. I wouldn't say I was going to pick it, but it may have played it. Then again, it is Hopkins. Either way, it got swatted down. So none of that matters. And right there, he just throws the ball away. But I'm definitely frustrated right now. He gets a new set of lives to, try to get 7 with when he was just going to be held to 3. Once again, we're on Justin Reed and Philip Gaines, man. He is selling bread right now. It's a funny term to use. But I bring him in the box, and he has no zone, man, so I can't even hate. But when the guy is just throwing it right at your player, it gets so annoying sometimes. And that's how I was reacting in this game. I was kind of livid, but I had to lock in. He has puts Kenny Stills in motion once more, and everything is guarded again, man. We're playing good defense. He's going to scramble out of bounds to save those 2 timeouts. Have not been playing bad defense at all this game. We just have not been able to get any type of stop, whether it be a 4th down stop, whether it be a turnover, whether it be, a fumble. We have not been able to get a stop. And right here, once again, we play good defense. He's going to just roll out of bounds again. We'll definitely take that right there. And right here, he calls hike. The route combo was kind of iffy, and I felt like, why are you animating like that, Bradley Roby? That wasn't a 1st down type play. Like, come on. He just threw a zig, and that should have been tackled. I should have been able to hit stick. Thankfully, he did not rack it into the end zone. But either way, he's still able to move the chains. He does have 1 timeout, 1 play left. I'm playing very stingy right here. I'm just trying to blitz and get the half over with. And Roby and Gaines again in the vicinity. But I don't know how my pressure didn't come in. Lamar Miller on a wheel route, like he sent 5 routes out. I wasn't able to get any pressure, which is kind of crazy. Regardless, it does not matter. Once more, he goes up 10 into half, and that's very heartbreaking, very, very, difficult to deal with. So we get ball back out of half, and right here, he plays great defense, can't even lie. He runs a cover 3 type shell, and look at that stat line. 1 of 3, 71 yards, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. That is the most bizarre stat line ever for me. Usually I'm methodical. Usually I have long, decent drives. And, that's just the type of game this kind of was. We put our Stills in motion this time, and boom, Dre Hopkins on that nice little flat route. I wish it was a first down, but we will definitely take it. It's 3rd and inches right now. And right here, I'm picking up the tempo. You can see me flipping, calling my plays faster because I know it's time to go. I can't dilly-dally and, move my way up the field by doing that. And right when I say that, I saw the user rush coming. I saw it, and I kind of hesitated because on the left side, I wanted Roby to get cooked by Will Fuller in that man coverage, but it just wasn't happening. I did have that out route, but it does not matter. We have Dre Hopkins, post-flag elite, baby, lighting up on that nice little skinny post. And that was the game, honestly. I mean, always comes down to these 4th downs. If you could convert them, if you could get off the field, that's what it'll always come down to, at least in this Regs game mode. Because we all know Essie, we're punting it back and forth. Essie is very difficult to move the ball in. While Regs, my sister could get on the controller and run Texans bunch. I'm not even lying. Right here, we run this 5-6 trap to kind of test his run defense. And there was a hole, but JJ, being JJ, just look at that immense shed by him. Kind of saving a big gain, honestly, I want to say. We put Kenny Stills in motion. We're going to try to hit a nice little read, and that's what we do right here. Kenny Stills on that seam route. Fall down. Just get your yards and fall down. Do not try to make any extra moves. And, I mean, if you can't tell I'm playing with the tempo, I don't know what to tell you. Right here, we did have that stock fade open. I mean, that's a new play to me, man. I haven't really been able to get the ins and outs of that play. We had Will Fuller open. We had the out route open. We were going to have every route in the book open right there on that play. It's just the pressure came in. Can't even hate on it. And right here, we try to playmaker. Kenny Stills up on that zig route. Something people have done to me and something even TreKingz just did. But the angle, I just didn't want to throw it. I probably could because it is Regs. But that's not me, man. I know when the playmaker is a hot dog and when it's just a result in a 50-50 play. And that looked like a 50-50 play to me. And right here, we run a nice little play. I could have thrown Dre Hopkins on the streak, but the pressure comes in. I was going to have that in route open. I was even maybe going to have that post open, but his user was kind of there. And like I said, the streak definitely was open, especially with these zones. Something I got to remember, man. These zones are back and forth. My zones may be bad, but your zones are going to be bad too if you use the Texans. So either way, we're down by 10. We have to get, 2 scores. A field goal is going to be in there somewhere if we want to tie the game up. And that's what we do. We take our 3 right there and we got to try to lock up right here. Right here, he runs sweep. Nice little safe call in. Joe. That's how I like to call him. Jonathan Joseph saves the day. That was going to be a big gain if you couldn't tell. He gets that clutch low hit stick right there for us. And right here, man, we don't want our opponent playing, super slow and, making, the best decisions. We want them playing fast so we could try to get a stop. And Keon Crossan, this is honestly a huge tackle looking back on this game. In hindsight, that may not seem like the biggest tackle, but watch these next 2 plays. Right here, look how far down I bring my safeties in the box. I wish I could have made a better adjustment. I honestly think I made the perfect adjustments for this play. Just so happened to not show my player. We come in hot with that user rush and the A-catch animation. I was livid when this play happened. Absolutely livid. Look at those perfect adjustments. The user rush clean. And he just catches it in front of 2 of my players. But thankfully, he went backwards. Right here, look how far down I bring my safeties in the box. I wish I could have made a better adjustment. I honestly think I made the perfect adjustments for this play. Just so happened to not show my player. We come in hot with that user rush. He went backwards right there. And right here, oh my gosh, it is a 4th and 1. I didn't even realize it. He caught me in 1-4-6, so I have to call a timeout. I have to. I can't go offsides and give him 5 free yards. I can't call it 1-4-6 because my players are not going to blow up that dive. We call a timeout. Was it the right decision? We call a timeout right here to get in 3-4 odd. We're on Conley. We're run committing. We know you want to run. And the best player in this defense, it's up for debate, him or Justin Reed. Justin James Watt with the nice little, I don't even know what to call it. We all know what that is. It happens all the time. I guess a gap shoot, man. He just shot the gap by himself. And that was so huge. And now our run lanes are opening up. We just got so much momentum from that one play by Justin James Watt. Right here, we need a touchdown though. We need a touchdown. If we just got to stop like that and kick 3 again, it'd be the biggest waste. And right there, great gap shoot by him with Phillip Gaines. Right here, We flipped our bunch. We were on the other side, now we're on the short side. Nice little play right here. I don't know if it's going to work, but he sends everyone, and boom. When in doubt, D-hop it out. DeAndre Hopkins on that post flag elite, deep corner post. I mean, that was so wide open right there. I wish we could have made someone miss, but we will take that every day of the week. And right here, another 56 trap, but Keon Crossan just takes our head off right there, and I was shook. I never seen Keon Crossan hit stick like that. Right here, look for DeAndre Hopkins. This wide receiver post, skinny post, is so nice in the red zone, and he doesn't user it. Big dots in the chat. We're able to get that nice rack ag, and if you're not doubling or even, usering DeAndre Hopkins in the red zone, in regs, what are you really doing? That is my number one threat down there, easily, and thankfully for us, he was napping, he was sleeping with his user. Tie ball game. We got to get us another stop, though. There's 3:05 left in the game. We only have 2 timeouts. If he gets 3, he's going to win, honestly. Right here, we're lurking on Jonathan Joseph, trying to catch him with some creep action. And, I mean, that's just too easy if I'm him. And I'm going for rage hit sticks. He hits a nice little zig route. I mean, that was just the easiest route in the game, man. I got to play better defense than that. He's in this far tight slot right here. And he actually passes out of this, which I was kind of afraid of. Hits a nice little dot. I can't even lie. It was a great dot by him. And I was preparing for the pass, but my user couldn't get out there in the time. And that's the one thing with the Texans, man. Their linebackers are very, very slow. Right here, he runs sweep, and he has a touchdown. I don't know if it was his stick, it was his controller. He stumbled on someone. He could have still got the stumble recovery and bounced it out to the right. But, hey, man, regardless, that kind of works out for him because he could clock the game out with like 2 first downs here. We do only have 2 timeouts. Honestly, 3 if we count the 2-minute warning, but either way, he's in a very favorable position compared to us right now. Right here, we play super aggressive, and I don't know what this was, but hey, I'll take it any day of the week. Awful run stick by him. He could have maybe had something, but instead he just runs right into Jonathan Joseph. And honestly, this is the game right here. If we can lock up, we're going to be able to get the ball back, maybe get 7, but for sure look for the tie. He has Kenny Stills in motion once again. And what did I tell you earlier? You cannot quick throw that pass. It just won't work out. He honestly was going to have it, but boom, our user comes out of nowhere. AJ Moore, absolute hit stick from heck. Yes, I said heck. We don't mess with the other word no more. Down by 3. This is what you're made of, man. These are the money games you got to lab for because you never know when you're going to be in a scenario to be in a money drive in an MCS game. If you could clutch it up in here, you could clutch it up anywhere. A money drive is a money drive, whether it's a money game, whether it's an MCS game, whether it's a MUT game. You always want to be tough on those money drives. Be sharp, be calm, be cool, be collected. And that's what we are right now. 2 plays and we're already inside the 35. I wish I kind of slowed it down a little bit right here, but move Kenny Stills in the in route. I should have thrown it in hindsight, but he slept with his user, bro. He came down too far with his user. We let it up, but hey, Deshaun take it, Deshaun give it. Right there, he took away a beautiful dot from us. Cannot hate because he does not have dashing deadeye, but that would have been such a huge play for us right there. And once more, we tried to playmaker, but it wasn't working out for us this game. My playmaker was, I don't know if it was broken or just the angles weren't right in this game. And I definitely should have played this way more slow. From this being a scenario where, I had all the time, I'm looking for 7, all of a sudden it could backfire on me right now if I don't get this first. He's going to have all the time to try and get 3 himself. And we have DeAndre on this post. We decide to go for Gillespie. And it was the proper read. It's just the animation we got wasn't the best. And it's 4th and 1. A lot of players go for this. Knowing me, I'm going to kick 3, rely on my defense, try to get the ball back in OT. Let's do it one time. He puts Kenny Stills in motion once more. And in regs, this is the scariest situation you could possibly be in. JJ Watt with the shed. I thought he was going to playmaker R1. But, very similar result. The delay fade out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, that hurt me right there. Thankfully for us, he only has 26 seconds, 1 timeout left. So it's not like it's guaranteed he's going to get 3. But he's, 20 yards out. This is very, very easy to do in Madden 20. Madden 20 regs, that is. We use a rush with Justin Reed. And look, he had DeAndre Hopkins open on that crosser. Our user but rush was not a successful user rush. We bumped into someone. And, he still got 7 yards, but he could have definitely iced the game right there. Thankfully, he missed the read. I know he's probably gonna watch this back and be like, wow, I had that read open. And that's something you have to do if you want to, be a great Madden player. Watch your games back, see where you made a mistake, where you could get better at, and, that's something he definitely made a mistake with. But it doesn't matter. He could still get 3. He has Kenny Stills in motion. I didn't think he was going to throw it still. I didn't think he was in bounds. He got both of them right there. He threw it with a nice pass, and he got in bounds. If he gets like 6-7 yards and gets out of bounds, he's going to be able to try to attempt this, 59, 60-yard field goal for him. So right here, I'm playing sidelines. We get caught on Justin Reed, but the defense is very nice. And I don't know how. Even though I know what happened, it still gives me a little I just get freaked out when I seen that play. He almost agged us for the game. He honestly should have caught that. I will not lie. I don't know how he was open. I don't know how he got the animation. But thankfully, DeAndre Hopkins does not have streak specialists. Otherwise, this game would never be on YouTube probably. That's a joke. I probably still would have uploaded it. But hey, to go down like that, that's not how you want to lose. Right here, I can't believe he threw this, man. I really can't. If it was a pick, it could have been a pick 6. This just wasn't open at all. This game is going into OT. There's really nothing you could do in this instance besides a Hail Mary, and that's what he comes out in. And right here, he does have the nice little angle to DeAndre, and that's honestly a great throw. Not the best throw, but it was an okay, attempt to chuck it up. You don't want to underthrow it. If you rather have it overthrown or underthrown, you rather have it overthrown. He was still able to almost get his hands on that. Free football, baby. He ends up winning the coin toss. He elects to receive, as I would as well, in regs. He has a ball to start off at the 25-yard line, middle of the field too, so we got to always take that into account, whether you're on offense or defense. We shouldn't have peeled off on Gillespie, but either way, it doesn't matter. Keon Crossan making an absolute hell play once more. Remember that tackle earlier, now remember that. That's a huge play in this game. No free yards, especially in OT, and if you could get a play like that, it looks small and minuscule, but hey, that means all the world in overtime. Right here, we're usering on Phillip Gaines. Then we switch it back to Moore. We get him with the user rush, but he just hits a nice read right there. Kenny Stills on that slant. I was not, oh man, that was a great play to counteract the user rush. And look at his stat line with Kenny Stills. 11 catches. I can't even count that on my fingers. 11 catches, 123 yards. If you had Kenny Stills in fantasy this game, you ate. Right here, we man up Kenny Stills. Great defense by us. Nothing is open. He's going to have to throw this ball away. Our spy gets there right in the nick of time. I mean, it took a little while, and watch this next play coming up. I took note of that. I just why is my spy taking so long? And this play, we put our best player in a spy. Not J.J. Watt, or I guess it's up for debate. We'll say 1 and 1-2. We put Justin Reed in a spy, and just look at this play by him. He is able to get there with the quickness, and the other guy, speed may have mattered, but Justin Reed has pursuit plus tackling. He's able to get there so fast, make a beeline for the quarterback. If we had the other guy there, a cornerback in there, he would have not made that play for us. Just a huge play. He had a couple people open. And now it's a 3rd and 15. You see us pass committing. We're coming in hot with this pressure. At least going to try to no avail because he just calls a timeout. Don't you hate when that happens? Right here, once more, 3rd and 15. He's just looking for something, man. Whatever it is, he wants to move the ball. Because if he doesn't, honestly, it's going to be GG's if he's going to have to punt. The play out right here, it's okay. We have Justin Reed in a spy again. And go JJ, go JJ, go JJ, go JJ, go JJ. Justin James Watt with his first sack of the game, but none more huge than that. Salute to him for being so clutch in the clutch. 4th and 39. I mean, this is just good games. Still have to get a field goal. It may be iced as well. Let's just try to end this game right here. First play right there. We got a 1 yard gain on 5-6 trap. Really didn't, need to be shown. And right here, wide receiver post. He's going to have to do... There's 3 reads on that play. The streak was guarded, so the streak was not a read. The 3 reads were the drag route, obviously, the crossing route, obviously, and the last, but, the read that we took, the quarterback run read. So my friend Keynes always says the QB run with Escape Artist is a read this year, and that's 100% true. We took off with Deshaun. Thankfully, no sheds by JJ. Getting into field goal range. The win percentage went from, about like 70% to now it's like at a solid 95 to 96, 97, 98%. It just keeps going up with the more yards we get. We're iced right here on our field goal attempt, so I'm going to try to get more yards. It's 3rd and 4. I'm not really, I can still run a play, try to get some more yards, and that's what we're going to do. We motion over Stills, run sweep. He isn't bare, and we do fall forward. I mean, it's a clutch play, but at the end of the day, I think we're still going to have to kick an ice field goal. After this play right here, we lose 3 yards, and I'm just thinking, okay, we can't lose any more yards. Let's just kick the field goal. I'm going to have to get over my fear of ice field goals. I'm not scared of them. I can honestly hit them really well. Knock on some wood. Fingers crossed for the future. But a 41-yard field goal, ice field goal that is. The kick is up, and it is down the middle. GG's to TreKingz as I accidentally hit my water bottle. Thank God it didn't fall over. What an absolute hell game. We fought down from 10-plus points in the second half. If you like seeing money games like this, hit that like button now. I'll be able to stream these money games all the time on twitch.tv/ProblemCaught. Hit that follow. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm always out for suggestions. It's been real, y'all. Another great video. Another pro comp gameplay video. Thoughts and processes right here. Catch you on the next episode. Peace out. Much love to y'all.